K-pop. The most controversial yet appealing music genre out there. Many people hate it, many people love it, but hey, there isn't a right or wrong answer. I'll be explaining how K-pop has made a big impact on the South Korean economy over the past years and how it's helped contribute to South Korea's economic growth for over the past century. But what is economic growth? Well, according to Google, economic growth describes how much an entity, such as a country, is increasing and improving the goods and services it produces. I will apply this to Korea's entertainment industry, specifically the music industry, and how they play a part in South Korea's economy. K-pop has been around since 1992. That's a long time. It was just your normal pop music, the only difference that it's sung in Korean. K-pop is a deliberate government-funded project aimed at growing South Korea's global power. In 1992, South Korea wanted to find a way to have a new overseas market, but rather than waiting for a demand, the South Korean entertainment industry had a way to hook overseas viewers and created it. Back then, there weren't as many idols in the workforce, or also known as the entertainment industry, since it was so hard to join, and this was the only sources to help the economy grow. The problem was scouting people who met the criteria of being an idol, or not so many people wanted to audition. K-pop was still popular back then, but not as much as it is now, and now more people want to become an idol. Even people outside of Korea want to audition to becoming an idol, which wasn't done in the earlier years of K-pop. It was so hard for groups to promote themselves and to find gigs, which led them to leave the industry because of how difficult it was. It wasn't easy becoming a singer, nor was it easy making it big. Now, what exactly was the big boom for South Korea? Honestly, I think it was when PSY released Gangnam Style, and it did bring attention to the Western audience, causing it to go viral. The only time I remember an international song going viral would be Despacito, but Gangnam Style happened way before that. This was the only start of it. No one knew that Gangnam Style was sung in Korean, and it was a big shock to everyone. Many people were starting to show interest in Korean culture during this time, and this was around the same time second gen K pop groups were still active. This wasn't truly representing K pop as a genre, but it was still useful for the industry and proving that a song didn't need to be written in English to succeed in the West. There are four big labels in South Korea: YG, SM, JYP, and Big Hit Entertainment. You could say these are the four top dog record labels in Korea. They use basic human capital strategies and market strategies that are smart enough to draw people's attentions. Big Hit created a well-known group called BTS. BTS has done a lot for South Korea and the economy next to PSY. BTS was like an introduction to K-pop and the beginning of third-gen groups. The seven-member K-pop group BTS took the world with their music, gaining over 4.9 billion US dollars for the South Korean economy. The high point was with the release of the English song Dynamite, which topped the Billboard Global chart for 16 weeks and generated like over 1.4 billion US dollars. There's a reason why BTS is appreciated by the South Korean government because they've done so much to help its economy grow ever since the first Korean wave. They were appreciated so much that the president had exempted them from going into the military. You know when a group has done good when they have fans spending over 2K on merch and concert tickets, or even a phone that was made for a collaboration. I remember when BTS partnered up with Samsung and made the BTS phone. It came with photo cards, and that was the only reason people bought it. Samsung is a big technology company, and for them to have a collaboration with a well-known K-pop group is crazy. Reminds me of the time when McDonald's had their collab with BTS, creating the BTS meal, and it's rare to see Western companies collaborating with anyone outside of the States. McDonald's sales went crazy after the meal was released, and now there's another K-pop group who has a meal dedicated to them that actually comes with photo cards. Not only is it K-pop helping the Korean economy, but it's also helping the United States, as weird as it sounds. Like, for an example, when groups go on to talk shows or collaborating with big artists in the States or even their US tours, with the reality shows to their concerts, they've shown a lot of growth to the economy. A lot more people travel to South Korea exploring its culture because of this. It has a great impact on South Korea. I forgot to mention that some K-pop groups don't always just have Koreans as their members. You could say that they're diverse, but sometimes they have Japanese, Taiwanese, Chinese, and people from Thailand in their groups. They're also open when it comes to singing in Japanese or Chinese. I know this doesn't necessarily relate to K-pop, but a drama called What Is Love was translated into Cantonese, which is sent to the Korean consulate in Hong Kong, where it was free at a local TV station. Whenever that happened, Hong Kong and its neighbor Guangzhou were asking for more of the drama. Not long after that demand spread to Taiwan, Vietnam, and Japan, which established diplomatic relationships with South Korea. With these relationships, there's now a way to spread the word of the Korean entertainment industry and to market it. The one thing that makes K-pop unique is how they market groups from albums to skincare products. Let's talk about their albums first. Each group has their own albums and have their own unique touch to it, such as photo cards, posters, stickers, and the CD. I've seen people spend hundreds on these albums that are worth probably $20 to $50. That's one way they market, but there's other ways like promoting products. I've seen many idols in skincare ads or even Gucci ads, and they make a lot from that. Both the idol and the company they are showcasing are earning more than what I can afford. Let's talk about how insane concert tickets are. The prices normally depend on the group's popularity and the venue, but I've seen nosebleed seats going from $200 to $500 and floor seats being over 1 grand. As much as I want it to change, there's nothing I can do. Then there's the merch that they sell at concerts. I saw a $75 sweater from the Twice concert, which was insanely expensive, and as much as I wanted it, I decided to buy the $50 shirt. With that being said, this concludes my K pop rant and how economic growth applies to the music industry in South Korea.